Hey, here comes one tiny book by its volume, but very strong in its message. Miguel Ruiz Four Agreements. At a very young age, to protect me from being hurt, I decided to train my heart not to feel. If something good happened, I downsized it because I knew nothing lasts forever. So I figured it was pointless to be happy since it was ephemeral. If something bad happened, I thought, well, isn't this what life is about? Hard living, being sad, crying when you go to bed. Where I come from, people say, if you laugh on Friday, you'll cry on Sunday. So, in a way, it was good planning. Don't laugh today because that decreases your chances of crying tomorrow. Partially, I was successful in my endeavor. I did suppress joy. I've hardened my heart, became a thinker, needed to analyze everything, and when making decisions, I made sure to minimize any possible joy as an outcome. Everything was coming from my head. I thought I could have lived without my heart. Other people's dramas often surprised me, yelling, crying, saying terrible things. No, not me. I was never out of control, never got drunk, never smoked marijuana, never said what I truly felt or thought. I could be me and not be me at the same time. I was my own observer and a cruel judge. But there were leaks in that plan. Yes, joy was missing from my life, but sadness wasn't. It was there all the time, became part of my normal. Every day I wasn't feeling exhausted emotionally or physically. I thought I didn't do well. I didn't put enough effort. Could have handled few more things. And then one day I woke up to realize that everything I had believed in was wrong. No, this wasn't the life I wanted. No, this wasn't long-lasting happy marriage. No, this wasn't living my life to the fullest. No, I don't know this woman who pretends to be me. I could see her clearly for the first time. She was unhappy, feeling guilty and not enough, struggling to keep her head above water, and simultaneously trying to convince herself and people around her that she was happy. Wondered how did someone intelligent, and I believed to be one, ended up like this. And then, as I was reading a book, Four Agreements by Miguel Ruiz, something I read hit me hard. It wasn't the first time to read or hear something similar, but this time I really heard it. Quote, "In your whole life, nobody has ever abused you more than you have abused yourself. And the limit of your self-abuse is exactly the limit that you will tolerate from someone else. If someone abuses you a little more than you abuse yourself, you will probably walk away from that person. But if someone abuses you a little less than you abuse yourself, you will probably stay in the relationship and tolerate endlessly." End of quote. I was like water, taking shape of every bowl you pour me in for everybody in my life. I was living according to insanely high, bizarre, ridiculous, impossible to achieve standards that I had imposed on myself along with those imposed on me by others. When you extract sadness from it, it's actually funny. Who do we think we are? It's not our job to create life or rules or predict outcomes. Someone else already did it perfectly. Everything already is as great as possible, regardless of how we perceive it. We just have to find the stream of our life and connect to it. That's where everything makes sense. That's the only place we're supposed to be, swimming happily in the stream of our life, not in anybody else's stream.